So Yonder is the app we built that allows small businesses to advertise hyperlocally to individuals who are have their phones out and about, and they just want to see what's around them and what's happening right now. It has a sort of tinge of Foursquare, but slightly different focus. So let's say you are popped out of the tube, and you think, well, let me see what's within reach. And I'm actually demoing it on live on my phone, so it might be a bit sort of slow to refresh. So you basically get a screen where you see what's out there and what you could be enticed by. And these are pictures that are uploaded by businesses, and it shows you when and what the tags are. So for example, you say, well, this pub nearby looks pretty good, and I might want to give it a shot. And you basically see what the business has on offer. You see the tags, and it allows you to sort of get enticed, see the map, and how far it is from where you are, and potentially whether it's worthwhile going there. You can give them a call if that's what the business provided. But the more interesting feature, which I think is what makes it more interesting and special, is the one which integrates this with the passbook on your iPhone and the passbook functionality on your Android. And this is essentially a store card which would allow you to get rid of the paper loyalty cards, and would allow the businesses to stamp the cards virtually rather than physically, and will allow them to get a lot more analytics about the individual who is redeeming these cards. And essentially, you would just add it, and it should pop up in your lock screen if you're within 100 meters of the business. Alternatively, you will see it in your Apple Passbook app, and it looks like this. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen your boarding passes through various airlines. And so I think airlines correct this. Unfortunately, small businesses and the larger businesses have not been using this functionality for either store cards or loyalty or coupons. So you can use a generic app for QR code scanning to just scan this code and redeem the pass. And this is just an example of one that I found that allows you to scan the QR codes, and just going to pop up and say, yeah, there you go. Essentially, you would just scan. A small business would have it on its phone and would be able to update the stamp, so-called stamp the loyalty card in the store without a lot of effort. The other side is, of course, small businesses, which can create a listing on the app. And it's supposed to be very intuitive and straightforward, where you update your company information, the phone numbers, etc. If you're a food truck, for example, you can update your location on a daily basis. And you put the ad, the tags are available, upload the sort of image, and off you go.
Thank you very much.
Hey, so my question is, this is obviously good for businesses because they get advertised to consumers, but how are you going to get consumers using this? I noticed you had a rewards thing on one of the businesses, so how does that work?
Yeah, basically, it's one thing we're thinking is whether to go the top table route and to allow some sort of points that can be redeemable for additional things in participating businesses. So you know how they have, if you book enough things through Top Table, you get 1,000 Top Table points, and if you get a certain amount of them, then you can go get a free meal. That's one idea. This is one of the things that we're sort of struggling, because it is, in a sense, a double-sided market, right? And the question is, what would be the reason for the end user to load it up and have it available on their screen? And that would be our sort of answer.
I really like this product, but I think for me, you had me more in the start when you were talking about the Tinder interface, because when I think about this, I would probably use this because I couldn't be bothered to look through everything on Foursquare or Yelp or something like that. And I think I would just prefer to have a bunch of pictures and swipe through. and pick the one I wanted, which would lead me to where I wanted to go.
So you like the do you say Tinder like thing swiping? Is that the point? Sorry.
Yeah, just the simplicity of just simple pictures that you go through and you pick what you visually like.
Yeah. I mean, this is UX wise is not quite there, but this is what we're trying to do anyway.
Yeah, just a sort of thought. You're already aware of this, but there's in essence two sides of the app right now. You've got the discovery side and you've got the loyalty side. And I would advise on picking one and doing it really, really well.
Yeah.
If you get on discovery, you could be more of like a Y plan for local businesses.
Yep.
Or you could get on the loyalty and be a loyalty app.
Yep.
I would recommend picking one is more a suggestion.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. The one thing I just keep wondering myself, I don't know if there's an opinion in the room about, is why the passbook functionality is so sort of severely underused. I know Eventbrite are trying to sort of use them for ticketing, but I think it's a wonderful feature that is not fully utilized yet. Or at least I don't see a killer app for store cards, at least, for now. We're trying to do that.
Okay, that's all we've got time for, I'm afraid, but very well done. Thank you. Cheers.